And here to help us out is our good friend, Dr. Phil.
Wow, you guys have a good-looking audience.
We sure do.
You should go next door to the Dr. Phil show.
Well, and speaking of your show, we saw your exclusive yesterday, and we have a lot of questions for you that we're going to get to in just a moment.
Bet you do.
So, will you take part in this, though? Because today is all about breaking the rules. And the first rule we're going to break is we're not going to talk about a hot headline. Usually we start with hot headlines. This one's not in the headlines. And an anonymous viewer wrote in from Atlanta and said, "Dear doctors, I'm kind of embarrassed to actually admit this, but I recently had a one-night stand and I just found out that I'm pregnant. I am 100% sure that it's his, but I'm not sure how to handle this situation. Am I obligated to tell the father? Please help, I'm confused. Dr. Phil, please help, because I'm confused."
Yeah.
What does she do?
That's heavy.
But what's her dilemma? What is the dilemma?
right.
She said,
There
does she
shouldn't
tell
be a
the
dilemma.
father? I mean, they both have the same time investment here, right?
True.
She said it was just a one-night stand for both of them. She hasn't got any more time invested in this yet than he does.
But doesn't it matter if she keeps the child or not? If she keeps the child, shouldn't she have to tell him? He has a kid in the world.
Well, let me ask you, if you were him, would you want to know?
Yes.
What if he's a bad guy, though? What if you know he's
You
not
should
going to
have
make a
thought
good
about
father?
that before you climbed in the back seat of that
That's a
Chevy.
good shot, yeah.
Now, I'm not a lawyer, but I will tell you this. If she's concerned that this is a bad guy and she doesn't want him around and he's going to say, well, hey, how do I know it's mine? Talk to your lawyer, show up with a release and say, well, I can't be sure, but if you'll sign this release, you are absolved, and then I can go do whatever I want to do. So here you go. Just put your
that's a
John
good
Henry
idea.
right there. Thank you very much, and I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's important to do because the
That's a
laws
thought.
vary from state to state how that's actually handled. So you got to make sure you get it right.
That's why I say, go see a lawyer.
see
If
a
you
lawyer.
want him out, go see a lawyer. Who knows? I mean, we're assuming he's a bad guy, then what's she doing sleeping with him? But you say, well, she fell in with a bad crowd. Well, maybe he fell in with a bad crowd. Maybe she's promiscuous. Who knows? You don't know. What you do know is you want to put the baby's interest above everyone else's. That's
true.
what you want to do, whether you decide to keep the baby, place the baby for adoption, whatever you're going to do, the baby's interest has to come first.